Good morning, everybody. Spring is here. There is so much to do. It is crazy. I wanted to come out here real quick and check. We had some really cold temperatures come through, so I just want to see how things did. Real quick, I got this garden planted up so you can see all the little rows. So this bed is planted. This bed is super fun because a whole bunch of parsnips self-seeded in here. So I gotta weed that out really good, but I did weed the rest of this. This bed I waited on. I need to pick that chickweed because one of the salves that I make and sell, I'll leave a link down in the description box for you if you want to check that out. I make with this chickweed, and it's time to make some fresh oil. This bed I waited on, except for the peas are doing really good. They love cold weather. This bed is half planted and this bed is planted. So they're doing really good. We've had some rain. You know, we can check on the cold damage and see how that did, but also I need to make a list. We need to make a list. This is how I am able to manage all of this is by making lists and then checking them off. So that's what this video is totally going to be right now, is me checking it off. Yesterday we made some stuff with the dandelion and the violets. I need to finish making the violet jelly, so that's something I need to do. This little section right here, I need to clean it out. I only want to leave this honeyberry. The rest of it needs to go, and I'm going to plant calendula in here. I'm looking around. It looks like the blooms were not affected by the cold. It was well below freezing for sure, but some of this looks a little wilty right here. Like that looks a little wilty. It got a little too cold, but I think this will recover. This is the yastaberry, and it looks like the honeyberry. These blooms are good till 18 degrees, so that's all good. Let's check a couple other things here. Yeah, I don't know. It looks like some of these did get a little cold, and some of them are all right. I think, oh, I found something super exciting over here. Look at this. This plum that gets attacked by ants and aphids every year is actually blooming. It hasn't bloomed since the first year that I put it in. I bought it as a little bit of an older plum. Of course, I have nothing for it to pollinate with, but it's exciting that it's blooming. And holy cow, look at Honeyberry Hill. These suckers are loaded with blooms. Okay, honeyberries are not the most incredible berry you ever tasted in your life, but they are really good. They're just a little sour, but with blooms like that, who cares? Oh my gosh, that's crazy. My daughter is going to be so excited. This is like her favorite. She loves all the sour tart things, and honeyberries definitely are tart. Don't let anyone else fool you. They're good, don't get me wrong, and they're obviously amazing producers, but they for sure are sour. But my daughter loves them, and she loves currants, and she's really excited because this year we planted a ton of gooseberries, and the ones that I planted last year are thriving finally. Yes. Let's go check another thing here. I have to package up. I ordered again from Hartman's Nursery. I did a video last year on Hartman's versus Burton Ridge Nursery. I will leave that at the end of this video for you to check out. It's a wholesale side, so you get plants for a lot less of a cost, but you have to order a whole bunch of them. So I went ahead and placed that order. I didn't keep very many this year. I sold most of them, but I just needed to beef up some of my stuff. And it's always good to be planting extra things in your food forest, because then you're always renewing it and having new plants and then older plants. Then if stuff dies, oh well, you've got backups. This is the goat pasture we put in. This is gonna be a permanent winter pen. The geese have overwintered in here, and I'm a little bit disappointed with the grass growth here. I only have 3 geese. There's only 3 geese in there. here's outside the fence. Now this area always does a lot better, but that looks really good right here. It has been freezing cold this spring. I'm telling you, like, and this is totally normal. Some years are just like this. Some years it's hot. Some years we get just a tiny skiff of snow in May. So I have a feeling that's going to be this year. Stay tuned, Idaho people. Sorry. But what I did notice is this area where the goats and the ducks have been getting out in, and we also have run the tractors and the electric net fencing through this space pretty much every year for the last several years, is like lush and crazy green grass. To put it in perspective, 2 years ago, this was still a driveway. It's not much of a driveway anymore. And you can even see on this side, this was all driveway, like total bare dirt, hard compacted. And this is what the animals are doing to it. So if you don't believe in crop or animal rotation, here's the proof it works. I'm wondering, because this is such good grass. Now, goats technically like browse, which is why I got goats to start with, because I didn't have great pasture, but they'll still eat grass. What I'm wondering is if I can block off this section right here, and if I can block off the section between the shop and the goose fence, and if I can block off that little section by the house because they won't stay out of my roses, if I can lock them in this area and let the geese out for like a week, I think there's enough. Maybe not quite a week, but I'm wondering. So that's also on my list. And then the other thing I'll show you in here, because I need to check on the figs, is, oh, it's so cold. Oh, the figs made it. We're all good. So all the plants that I started are actually safe and cozy in the house. And then these are the ones that a lot of these are the ones I ordered. Some of the ones that are really cold hardy, like these onions, which are still not in the ground, and celery. By the way, onions can totally go out. They don't need to be in this greenhouse. So I'm working on getting everyone's orders put together and saving back. Those are some of the ones I'm keeping. I'm not keeping very many. But this all came in. So what I was checking on was the little figgies right here, because they don't really love the cold, but they're doing good. Those are Chicago hardy figs. So finishing up those orders and making it so that I can get all my plants back out here, because they're starting to get a little leggy. I also need to start squash, and I need to make berry jam out of all of the stuff in the freezer. Right now, the kids are inside cleaning. I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna clean my stove because it's so bad. And I don't wanna make jam with you guys with a messy stove, because it is bad. That's like the one thing that gets neglected in my house. Everything in this garden, which we've been taking back, is looking great. I'm gonna plant some of those plants in here that I ordered. And this is the big job of the week. I've got to get this done. Otherwise, we're not going to get anything in. I need to come through and weed and rake all this garden, which looks way worse than it is. We're going to weed burn the paths. That's going to help a ton. But the really big job, I was gone for a few days, which is why I had no videos last week. But I need to finish up doing this with the rest of this garden. This all the way back to that fence. So the chickens have done an amazing job coming through here. They're done with half of it, so I think I can get half of this broad forked composted and wood chipped and the black fabric laid over it. And then I'm gonna move the chickens to the second half, which I guess it's not really a half, it's more like 3/4 on this side and then 1/4 on this side. But I'm going to move them over to this section and have them be working on this. But I really got to get this done because I want to put peas over here, like a lot of peas and beans. And if I don't get that done and those things planted in the ground, it's not going to happen. So I'm hoping I think we're going to have some late nights this week, to be honest. I just think that's the way it is, because I also have office work, of course, and well, you know, if you have hours in the day, you might as well fill them up as full as you possibly can. And I have to say, this is the life I chose. I wanted this life and I love it so much. I'm so thankful for it. Truly, hi kiddo.
I just got done with my room.
Good job. Great job. I'm gonna come see. I'll be right there. Actually, I'll come through this way. Yes, I'll come through that way. The dryer's going. The washer's going. I'm washing all the rugs in the house because, you know, bud season on the farm. Thank you, darling. Makes for a very messy house. So those are all the things that we have to do so far. I don't have a rug to wipe my feet on. Shoot. Guess I'm not wearing my shoes in the house. Those are all of the things that I need to do in the next 5 days. So that's just what we're gonna do. We got this. We can do this, right? We can do this. Got the stove done. Time to do school with kids. We're gonna do this.
Yeah, Ben! I'm checking it at Caterpillar! Mom, I just found some sort of like caterpillar. I'm gonna give it to the chicken.
Okay.
Maggie, want to give them? Where is it? I just lost whatever it was. Oh, there it is. Look at it. It's a caterpillar. You want to feed it to them? Yeah.
Well, we are all tired and sore and more sore and tired than I expected us to be. But got the stove done, got the plants, the orders done, and everyone messaged. And the greenhouse is emptying out slowly but surely. So that's a really good thing. And we have gotten another 2 rows done out here. But this was the worst row for all this creeping grass. So it took us a lot of effort to get those 2 rows done. And the weather's not that great. It's kind of chilly. So the kids are tired. And I think I'm going to let us off the hook today. So we managed to get 1, 2, 3, 4. We've got 5 rows done in this garden so far. We're going to get all the way to the chicken tractor, but maybe not today. I'm going to go inside and make violet jelly and maybe another kind of jelly. We'll see. We'll see how much energy and time I end up having. I still have 2 more people to stop by today for plants, and I feel like there's something else we did today besides homeschool, dishes, food, twice. You know, just a day in the life on the farm. It's only a few plants. It's important when you're working this hard on a farm to remember to have a little bit of fun.
Oh, you're gonna want to stay back, you guys. Okay, you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right.
Here she goes.
Oh shoot! I didn't get all at once.
Oh, the mentos!
You did it!
That almost worked.
Mentos! Lickless. 2.
Can you go get one and show me? Mom?
Come on, lickless.
Okay, thank you.